In the next example, let's find the domain of f of t equals t divided by 2t minus 1. Now, the domain is the set of all inputs you're allowed to plug in the function. In this case, a domain value is represented by t instead of x, but the definition doesn't change. It doesn't change the fact that the domain is the set of all values you're allowed to plug in. So in this case, it's good to use that trick of asking yourself, what can't I plug in for t? What am I not allowed to plug in for t? And the answer to that question is, well, since you're dealing with an algebraic fraction here, any value that produces 0 in the denominator is going to be a problem because you're never ever allowed to divide by 0. So what we can do to find the t values, the input values that we're not allowed to plug in, what we can do is we can set the denominator 2t minus 1 equal to 0 to find out what t is not allowed to be. So if we do that, we can add 1 to both sides. You don't have to show this part in red, but if you like showing your work, this is what you'd show. Solve the equation, add 1 to both sides, you get t, 2t rather, is equal to 1. Divide both sides by 2, and get t equals 1/2. Okay, but that's the value that t is not allowed to be, because that produces 0 in the denominator. That's the value you would plug in here. If you tried to plug it in there, you'd get 0 in the denominator. You're not allowed to divide by 0, not ever. So we have to restrict t equals 1/2 from the domain. There's no other value that's going to be a problem here in this particular function. So you can plug in anything else you want. So what's the domain going to be? The domain, D for domain, in set builder notation is the set of all t values, so curly bracket t, vertical bar, means such that, the set of all t values such that t does not equal 1/2. Remember, t is a real number, and we assume, when it's not stated otherwise, we assume t is a real number so that you don't have to state it every time. Again, you read this as the domain is the set of all t values such that t does not equal 1/2.